Greetings, citizens. Today we are here to talk about harmful chemicals within our foods. Food which our children may eat on a daily basis that could cause them to acquire cancers later in life. The real dangers that are lurking right under our noses. Trisodium phosphate is an industrial cleaning product used as a degreasing agent, mildew remover, and lead abating agent, and to clean interior and exterior walls before painting. TSP was used in dishwashing soap and laundry detergent until it was phased out in 2011 after the EPA found it was harmful to the environment. The Clean Water Act, published by the EPA, lists TSP as a hazardous substance, while the Center for Disease Control recommends to avoid all contact. The CDC lists these TSP ingestion symptoms: abdominal pain, burning sensation, shock, or collapse. Is this not enough to alarm you? Yet the FDA still allow it in our food. Some of the most common uses for TSP in the food industry are: TSP is added to meat to retain moisture during storage and cooking. TSP acts as a leavening agent to fluff up foods like cakes, breads, and baked goods. TSP is added to cheese to help keep its shape and melting properties. Breakfast cereals commonly containing TSP: Cheerios, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cocoa Puffs, Cookie Crisp, Dora the Explorer cereal, Golden Grahams, Kix, Lucky Charms, Raisin Nut Bran, Reese's Puffs, Heart Healthy Cereal, Trader Joe's O's, Mom's Best Cereals, Honeycomb, Trix, SpongeBob SquarePants, Wheaties, and Total Raisin Bran. Studies have shown that ingesting high levels of phosphate can cause kidney damage, soft tissue calcification, and removal of calcium from bones. Chronic high levels of phosphate intake can result in osteopenia and ultimately osteoporosis. TSP also irritates the stomach and intestinal lining, as well as reduces lactic acid in muscles. Breakfast cereals seem to be the products that most commonly contain TSP. You may also see sodium phosphate, disodium phosphate, or tripotassium phosphate on the label instead of trisodium phosphate. These also cause the same health problems as TSP. General Mills Corporation is putting a carcinogen in the products they sell. Especially the kids' cereal. Excess intake of TSP may produce an imbalance of minerals that lead to loss of calcium from bone and a calcification of the kidneys. The daily limit of trisodium phosphate is recommended to be 70 mg. TSP consumed as part of a Western junk food diet sometimes reaches upwards of 500 mg, which leads to an increased risk of developing osteoporosis. As you can see, this is not a chemical we want to ingest in any way, yet they are putting it in our food for consumption. There may be only a minuscule amount in these products. However, when you eat them regularly, just how much do you think we are ingesting? You could eat minuscule amounts of rat poison every day and not see the effects for years. While your dinner is banned in 30 other countries, biotech and chemical companies spend millions of dollars to keep GMOs hidden in our food supply. The only way to make your voices heard is to boycott cancer-causing chemicals and toxic additives that are regulated and considered safe in your food by FDA. Be the change you want to see in the world and boycott consumer products that have tons of toxic additives like trisodium phosphate. We must fight for our right to non-toxic foods. We must fight to stop cancer. We are anonymous, we are legion, we are one.
What makes you think you have the right to know?
I don't think you have the right to know.
Who do you think you are?
You want the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
Your puny little head would explode.
There's some things you just shouldn't know about, like what's in your food.
Why would you want to know what's in your food?
You shouldn't know whether your food is genetically modified.
It's kind of none of your business.
You might do something dumb.
Yeah, you'd do some dumb shit if you knew.
Like you'd be looking at labels and making decisions for yourself.
You might decide not to buy food that contains GMOs.
Certain companies would lose a lot of money if you didn't buy their stuff.
Knowing if you're eating or buying genetically engineered food is not your right.
It's just not.
Oh, maybe move to Europe or Japan if you want that right.
Or China.
Or India.
Or a lot of countries where people have the right to know.
But not here, baby.
Here in America, you don't get the right to know if you're eating genetically modified organisms.
Unless
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 you demand it.
Unless you demand that GMOs get labeled.
If there's nothing wrong with GMOs, why not put it on the label? Made with GMOs!
We are anonymous. We do not forgive.